Good afternoon, traders. This is AJ Trader 7 of Awesomecallstrading.com. What a day. What a day. What a day. Yesterday, we all know that Apple had, given us terrible guidance. So yesterday, I made it very clear and a point to everyone that the stock would sell off. All the stocks would sell off. It would be just a down day. I expected the Dow probably hit around 400 or 500 to the downside. I kept everyone in tune in the room, buy the puts, buy the bottoms. It was just a nice sell-off. Fed was going to speak today, so what I did yesterday is I kind of prepared the room, and what I felt very strongly was the Fed was going to take a different approach today, and I told the entire chat room this yesterday. And if you can ask any trader in Awesome Calls Trading, they will, and actually some people are actually tweeting that I did, but I felt the Fed was going to calm down their speaking, their language a little bit, and be a little bit more positive towards, and I really wanted them to say something as to the effect that they are aware of the markets and the language that they use out there, and they want to keep, they're in tune with the markets. I needed them to say something like that. That was really important to me. You really want the Fed, especially when you're in a bull run for today, you need that. And it couldn't have been more than 2 minutes when he started speaking. Everything that I had scripted that I felt he would say, before he even said it, he said it. Right down to, you listen to his speech, he was saying, we're very in tune with the markets. We know what's needed of us. It was everything he said was so positive about the markets. And the Dow was only up, I think 400 or 500, and he shot it to 607. And I just kept everyone really focused. Watch the short. If you're going to nibble when he's done, just nibble a little bit. The stocks will probably be very difficult to try to short today. And I saw some of the most disgusting webinars, videos being put out telling people to short Roku to 28. I mean, they were saying OLED is going to be 78. I mean, when you listen to people that stupid, they are not in tune with the market at all. They are not. They're just throwing. These are people that throw darts on a wall and hope something will stick. And we do not trade like that in Awesome Calls Trading. We have players that come in, they're serious about what they do. You need to be in tune with this market, and I cannot stress it enough. When you walk into a chat room, you have to be able to, look at what the market is saying to you for that day. And so many people are like watching SPY levels. Look at the SPY level. Look at this line here and the SPY level. Everything's SPY level. Okay, you need to stop. All right, take that SPY level and just kind of shove it up and stomp on it, put it aside, and tone up the lines and just listen to the market. Listen to the market. Listen to what it's telling you. How was it that I know that the Fed's going to come out and say that? Because I'm in tune with the market. I know what is needed. I've been doing this for 15 years. Bull run, bear. All right, I'm in it for the long term. I could do this for another 25 years. I mean, to be able to read, it takes many years to get to this level. It really does. And you wonder why there's, 8, 9 chat rooms that were developed in here over the last 24 months? And we all know who they are. Do you know why there's so many chat rooms that join our service that copy our notes and copy and paste? And we all know who you are. All right? We probably have the largest audience out of all the chat rooms combined because there's so many eyes on what the pros think. This is a pros pro room. Now, if you're a newbie and you want to come in here, you won't understand when I'm talking about the Fed. What Powell's going to say. You'll get lost. You're so used to your 20-cent, 10-cent scalp with 35,000 shares if you can get it. following your leader to make, I don't know, $800 or lose 12,000. I get it. I get it. That's what you want to do, and that's cool. But that stuff isn't going to last forever. Okay? What I do when small cap, I find little stocks every day that will make traders in the room a lot of money. If it's a $6 stock and I call it out and say it's going to be $4, they'll short the stock. This morning it was EPZM. I mean, the stock's sitting at 750, stupid, on stupid news. I said the stock will come down to 610. So at the minimum, you're going to get 50 cents to $1 on the trade, and I'll show you that in a minute. My goal every day, over the years, I used to be 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500. I try to make 2,500 a day. If I can score over 1,000, I'm happy. If I get 13, 14, I'm happy. I don't need to trade anymore. Making $25,000 a month on the side, just day trading, I'm happy. It pays my bills. I'm happy. I get to teach people. I'm not stressed. It's a comfortable living for me. I live very well. I live in a beautiful home in Bel Air. And I take, I love what I do. But and the reason my success is because I'm in tune with the market. And I cannot stress that enough. When you see Amazon or Google or Apple give horrible guidance, okay, that market, those are tied to FANG, all right, they are going to hurt the market. Facebook's not going to hurt the market. Apple will hurt the market. Amazon will hurt the market. FedEx isn't going to hurt the market. UPS isn't going to hurt the market. Apple is going to hurt the market. And you have to be in tune with that and know bad guidance. And if you notice, yesterday, I never traded Apple all day. There was no reason for me to trade Apple. I traded the opposite sides of it. I traded the Cuervos. I traded OLEDs. And I took those things down because I said they were going to sell off all day. And today they were going to bounce. So today, I got up this morning and there was two things facing me. And you got to understand, I'm in pre-market. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. One, I've gapped up. So the first thing I did is I gapped up on Shop. And Shop was my first one. Okay, now I took long with my friend Joel about $129 yesterday, $129.70. I gapped up and I opened at 132. All right, to a lot of traders, that's a huge move. Okay, for me, I'm happy. Trade number one, Roku. I'm looking at this one and I'm going, and I bought here, Roku, just under 30, and it gapped up to almost 31. I'm happy. Now, did I tell the chat room the stock would go to 33, 34? Absolutely. I did not tell them to short the stock. I did not tell them the stock would break down to 28. I said, look, if it comes back down to 30, buy again. You see? And yet you got videos out there from these dumbass chat rooms telling you, oh, the stock's going to fade to 28. Why don't you just put a stupid on your head? Because that's so much easier than you trying to figure out what Roku's going to do. Are you kidding me? Dow's up 250, 240, 300 points, and you're calling Roku to 28? This is why when people do nightly scans in their rooms, okay, think about that. I'm going to do a nightly scan. I'm going to predict what tomorrow's going to do on stocks. But you don't even know what the market's going to do tomorrow. So what good is your scans? You might as well just throw them in the trash. Did you all know that the market was going to wake up and gap up and be up 300 points? I did. I did. I did. Maybe a lot of people in my room didn't know, but I did. Okay? Because Apple was only going to do so much. Today was about unemployment. Now, unemployment, the numbers came out. They were being massaged. The key today wasn't unemployment. The key was the Fed. The Fed is what juiced it for us. His language, how he spoke, was the most critical. And we did not just predict it. We went long SPY calls. We went long Netflix. We went long Nevada. We went long Shop. We did not short hardly anything today. There was really nothing to short. Even stocks that got sell ratings, you couldn't even short. You can't short those. This is not the environment. Come Monday, market's going to probably gap down a little bit. Probably get a little bit of red. Maybe we're up 80, 100, and then we kind of start to slow off some of these highs that we did. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay. So my main emphasis is that when you're in the right environment, you can do a lot of things with your life. You can do a lot of things with your trading ability. You can elevate. There are traders in Awesome Calls Trading right now that are making money that they never thought they could. And that's the beauty. And that's because what it is they're understanding. They're around someone and people in the room that have a feel for the market. And when you're around people like that, you can ask a straight up question. What do you think the market's going to do tomorrow? And I will give you a straight up answer. And if I'm wrong, I'll own it. I'll tell you, hey, I screwed up. But if I'm right, oh, you better believe I'm going to glorify it. Because it's not just trading stocks to make money, okay? You have to get a feel for what the market's doing to make you money. And I trade a lot of big stocks. I trade the Boeings, the Shops, the Netflixes. I'll trade a $5 stock, a $3 stock, a $2 stock. I don't like these pennies at 60 cents. I'm done with that. I was done with that my first year of trading 15 years ago. That's not where my money's going to be made. And I applaud actually these small cap rooms that take a newbie trader and try to show them how to make 20 cents on a trade, short or long. Great. All power to you. I mean, if that's all you want to achieve in your life, there are rooms built for you. And they're worth it. But in here, trading a $2 stock, $3 stock, that's just one little piece of what we do, whether we're short or long. And trust me, if we like something in here and it's a $2 stock, and Raphael, one of our great mods, or B Trades tells us that they like this, if we like it, this thing will rock. It doesn't matter because all the rooms will pick up on what we do. So, what did we trade today? Well, we started with, okay, obviously SPY took a dump yesterday. Today recovered. So with that, you can't short anything. And we have a gentleman in the room, Big Tip Panda. He is a former chat room owner. He closed his doors. He came over here, and he has been nothing but a phenomenal trader. Today he scored. He let the chat room know he scored over 100,000 on his SPY calls. And what I love about trading with him in the last week alone is he's been calling these levels on SPY. When SPY was at 249, he was already writing in the chat room. He saw 255s on the SPY levels. He was buying 253s. I mean, he watches the bonds. It's incredible what this gentleman is doing, and it'd be crazy for me not to make him a mod, but I want him to enjoy making money. I want him to feel, because when you're a moderator in a room, you're constantly asked questions. You're trying to help people, so you miss a lot of trades. And this is kind of a time for Panda to come in and do what he probably does well. Make 100 grand, make 50 grand, make 30 grand, and get back into his rhythm. And then Awesome Calls will come to him and say, hey, would you like to be a mod? But right now, we just copy and paste his ideas. We put him in the room because he always likes to tell us what he sees. And so he too has a feel for this market. Okay? So with that being said, let me just kind of run through some trades we did. All right? Roku yesterday closed, obviously, off the sell-off from Apple, right? Which has nothing to do with Apple, but hey. So today, I said to the room, the stock will probably most likely pop right at the open to 32, pull back. If it hits 30, 50 and under, go long. See, there's no 28. Oh, it's going to sell to 27. So stupid for even you to think that. Are you not even looking at the market? Are you not looking up and seeing the market Dow's up 400? Oh yeah, I'm going to call 28 on my scan. Okay, idiot alert. All right, so anyway, stock is now 34. Why? Do you all recall a week ago it was Needham's top pick for 2019? Did you all forget that? Because I didn't. We just needed momentum behind it. All right, Roku, number one. All right, Roku. Here's another one I gave this morning. It's our number one pick, CBIO. Check this one out. What did I say this morning? CBIO. I said, look, I like it. I want the stock to go to 8.25 on a pullback, and the stock could run to 9 plus, maybe 10 over the next few days. But right now, buy it at 8.25 when it hits, and it go to 9 plus. Simple. It's got a $24 price target. Dow's up 400 points. I got a lot of people that don't have a lot of money in the room. All right, got small accounts. They need money. They got to pay their bills, electricity, gas, cable, cell phone. So I want to make them $500. So I get them 1,000 shares at $82.50, and they can sell above 9. Right? Make $750 for the day, and they're done. How hard is that? Right? This was our number one pick. You want to see the stock today? Ding, 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 ding. What did I say? Buy at 8.25. It hit 8.33. So you buy. What are you going to risk? 10 cents? Ooh. Stock is now 9.69. You bought 1,000 shares, right? Guess how much you would have made? $1,300 for a day. One trade. That's all you had to trade. You could have made $1,000 by noon. See how easy that was? Meanwhile, you're in a room that says, oh, we're not trading today. Nothing to trade. Or there's nothing out there to short. Just stupidity. But you know what? Everyone's opening a room now. Everyone. The whole world's opening one. Okay? So, anyway. Oh, you want to know what we shorted today? Well, I had to find something for my short sellers. I mean, they come in here hungry. Well, EPZM, this stock was sitting here at pre-market. It was kind of stupid. What they did is they had a meeting, and this morning is our number 2 pick, gapping up 1.5. This is stupid. Okay, when I say that, it is stupid. All right? It's stupid. Why? Because they're giving a pipeline update. I'm sorry. You're giving us a report of what your job is? Yeah. What the fuck? I mean, that's all you have to do. Put WTF. That should be a stock symbol for this. WTF. I mean, what the fuck? All right. So I told everyone, stop it gapping up. Any pop, in my opinion, is a short. Take it down 610 and under. That's it. Done. So you could start at 7.5. If it pops at the open, add 500 shares. You only need $3,500, and you'll make $500. You want to see this off? Ding, 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 ding. Here's your short this morning, 7.5. Guess where it went? $6.40. Cover. Guess what? You made a point. How hard was that? You're not in here 5 cents, 6 cents, back and forth, 8 cents, 6 cents, 2 cents. Oh my God, 3 cents, 6 cents, 8 cents. Okay, just calm the fuck down, go short, and take it down 50 cents to $1. All right? Can we move on? It's not that hard. All right. Next one. Okay. Now, if you didn't see Netflix coming, if you didn't see this coming, let me show you what happened this morning. Okay. This is a beast today. This is probably the biggest trade today. Now, Netflix was already gapping up 13 points. I needed the stock to come down at least a little bit, 275, 280, something. Pull it down at least to 275 if we can. But this stock is going to go to 285 and higher. Why? Because it got an upgrade from Goldman to 400, and Imperial, which is a tier 3 firm, came up with 465. That's a runner with the Dow up 300 points. Okay? The main thing was just to try to get a decent entry before it runs. Okay? This is a $400 stock a month and a half ago. And I apologize. I wanted to get to 275, and it only came down to 278. So, but the idea was there. Once it broke out, it was done. And what I like about this trade is Darkside, one of our great technical moderators in the room, he was stepping up to the plate, and he was actually calling these levels this morning: 289, 291, 292, 293. I mean, he was helping traders. He saw more upside. And when Powell came on, he just surged the stock. I mean, he gave it what it needed. And you have to understand, when you have Netflix running, like that, you're going to have Boeing running right alongside it. Okay, this is a stock I picked this morning. Boeing's one of my favorites when the market's gapping up and pushing, and it was and it closed at 310 and then pulled down, and so I was looking for I think a 315 entry this morning on the Boeing call. Actually, small puppet opened at 320, a pullback to 312 I was trying to get if it came, and then look for the stock to run for today. As long as the bottom curled and the market was up, this was going to run. And it way past 320. I mean, it's a monster. It just went right with Netflix. And you can see it right here. It's a great call. Um, and it actually came down at the open. Ding, 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 ding. It only hit, like, it didn't even want to come down. It just broke out on a flag. So I just want to give traders a little bit of room in case, because the gap up was really considerable here. It was 317. So I figured, well, if I can gap it down and get a little bit of a pull, and it did get a fat finger just before the open when I made my comments, but we can't count a fat finger. I wish I could, because then I can really take credit. But the stock ended up really paying off today. And remember, 2 weeks ago, do you recall when the stock was 10 days ago down here at 300? What was I saying? What was I preaching? What was I yelling? What was I screaming? Buy 320 calls. And you won't regret it. Buy 320 calls. I kept saying it all week. 1 week out. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. 320, 324. Guess how much money you would have made? My option players in here just, I mean, you're seeing some of them post some amazing stuff. All right. Another stock that we did today was Square. Oh my gosh. I mean, one, I sold too early. Okay. That's number one. But who cares? You know, you take 400 shares overnight, you're up a point, it's $400. Did you make $400 today? So you can't laugh at me. You can't go, oh, you're so stupid. Are you kidding me? All right. What was interesting is the market was such in a downtrend yesterday that after the news of a new CFO from Activision, the stock actually came out and came right back in gap filled. So and in the morning, it actually hit 53.40, 53.60. So I sold it. This was one of me in the morning, and I sold it, and I'm okay with it. It was actually 54. I could have gotten an extra half a point, but I got up a little bit. I didn't catch it in time, and but then the market started to really surge. Unemployment numbers came out, and keep in mind, I was making these decisions before unemployment came out, because I was sitting right here going, okay, do I want to sell it? I didn't want to take the chance that unemployment numbers would come down and pull it. So I was being cautious, and I just wanted to take my profits because I was pleased. But once unemployment came out, the Dow hit over 300 from 240, it was on. So I was telling traders, first the call was, it's gapping up, watch the push out of the gate. Look for some gap fill if it comes. If it doesn't, the stock will run. All right. And because the market unemployment numbers, you have to understand Square is a big, big, big masterful play. So I wanted 56 on it. All right. And I was telling everyone anything 53.20, 53, long it. Stock's going to rock at least to 56. And the stock hit 54.30 for my overnight. You have to know Jack Dorsey hiring Activision's CFO. It's very positive for the stock. What was interesting, because the market was pulling yesterday, it didn't really want to give any kind of reaction. It gave the pop. I almost sold it after hours, but I ended up selling on the gap up here, and it took off. So anyway, really great play today. Paid very, very well, to be honest with you. And then last but not least, we can do Square, Roku. I think it was NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I really nailed to say. I love NVIDIA in the markets like this. Okay? So I wanted NVIDIA to run today. It was already gapping up a buck, but the market was gapping up. So I figured it would probably pop at the open to like 131 and then pull down to about 130, 129. But once it got that bottom curl, I wanted to make that thing run. And boy, did I nail this thing to perfection. And I want you to see the call. And again, this was written down an hour before the opening bell. And what I did is I predicted the stock that it would actually, on the video, I'll show it to you. You see what I did here? You see how it gapped up and it closed here? Well, I wanted NVIDIA to run, especially on the Dow being up 300. So what I called for was I wanted the stock to pop at the open to 131. You see the 131? See how it popped? Then I wanted the stock to come down all the way down to 130 level, which is here. And then I wanted to bottom curl it, and I wanted to go long. And can you hold on a second? All right. So then I wanted to have the stock run to for an all dayer, and this has been a beat up stock. So a day like today was really important for the stock, and we nailed this one today in the video. They've been really, really, really nice, and I played this extremely well. And I got in a little early, but I believe in this stock. If it pulls back down, I will add my position. But I think it's doing very, very, very. I know I may have been a little harsh on what I'm seeing out there, but it's just unfortunate that you really have a lot of uneducated traders that are really showing that they don't really understand the market. They haven't been through a bear market and a bull market, and it's showing now. And I wish a lot of them would just go away because they're not bringing any value. They're just trying to take your sub money. And most of them are in here anyway, just following our lead, just so they can keep that sub money going. Me, I'm a trader first. I make my money day trading. And if people want to join me and make money with me, great. And I'm probably seriously one of the most transparent traders out there. I'm not afraid to be wrong because I'm not wrong often. I am wrong at times. I'll own it, but I'm not wrong often. And that's what keeps traders with me, is the fact that I've been doing this a long time. I hope you can join us. Thank you for listening to me on a Friday afternoon. And again, these are our pre-market plays from this morning. I'll be here of course, on Monday. And all you do is click. It's 25 for a day, 100 for a week. And if you click the monthly, it's $6. If you try this for a week and a day, we credit you back that money, and you're all set. So I want to thank you so much, and good luck to you. And if you were read today in another room, make a change over the weekend. Come over and trade with us. Thank you. Bye-bye.